What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Wonderful weekend, end of the weekend, start of your week as it approaches. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Hello to everybody. Let's see who we have in here. Poppin' Trades. What's going on? Ben, Elaine, Jeremy Travis, Loretta. How are you? 24, Anthony M.O. How are you? Campbell's Collecting, Auntie Audie. Welcome all. Tats as well. Very cool. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful weekend, right? Hopefully you enjoyed some football, some getting ready for Halloween, trick or treat. Most areas are probably next Friday, most areas. So looking forward to that. And then we roll right into Thanksgiving, which is one of my favorites. I love Thanksgiving. So we have unboxings. We have a really big unboxing from I Want This Stuff. It's one of their $150 Christmas Comes Early mystery boxes. We're going to open that. We're going to do the Pro Wrestling Crate mystery boxes. We're going to pick the weekly giveaways. We'll talk about Patreon and all that good stuff. And then we are joined by James and Lisa. Boom. Pop couple. And make sure you blame them for everything. I do. At least for tiny ghosts when it comes to me in my home. But anyway, that'll be coming at 10. And yeah. So without further ado, again, also thank you everyone that stopped by Saturday afternoon on the Whatnot auction. We will do it again. I think we have our next two scheduled. I think the next one is a Thursday, November something, November 4th, maybe something like that. Again, it'll be Funko Pops. We might bring some more soda, some of the extra soda mystery boxes back. Some stuff like that. We have a few unboxings until then, so we might add to the list. Also, don't forget, check out Whatnot, because that lists everything we have listed up for sale right now. Make an offer. You never know. Let's see, what else do we have going on. Didn't do any movies this week. I did finish up Squid Game. I highly recommend it. Also picked up my complete set of at least, without the exclusives, of Squid Game from Spastic Collectibles. Curtis had a really good deal, and then I think it was like $54 for the whole common set. And then, of course, you could use one of the great discount codes like Taco Man or Blame Pop Couple or Luau. Save yourself some 10%. Cheap and Nerdy does Salty. Save 10%. So it's a really cool set. It doesn't come out till March, and I think there are 2 exclusives. But if you saw Squid Game, you saw each sort of character had this sort of very unique item in their hand. So great game. I love the show. It was really good. 9 episodes, if you guys are wondering. You can get through it on Netflix. The dubbing normally bothers me. I normally don't like it, but it didn't bother me on this show. I really enjoyed it. Can't wait for season 2. Hopefully it's not going to be 2 or 3 years, but we'll wait and see. I really enjoyed it, and definitely will be a Halloween costume come next year, and probably some real popular ones. I think it was too late in the year to do them this year, but we'll have to wait and see. Pop and Son Pops, what is going on, guys? There was some great videos I watched this week. I was watching him open up and learn about some comics that he sent out to, I forget what it was, CGC. But I don't know much about comics. I'm very naive and dumb to comics. I've never was into comics as a kid. But I enjoy watching channels. When Pop and Son Pops did, I learned a lot. I love watching Wink Inc. and learning as well. So just some stuff for comics. Love the video, guys. That was awesome. Awesome. Let's open something, right? We had the big one. We're going to get to the big one. But before that, we'll do a little Pro Wrestling Crate. Again, if you love pro wrestling, it is a great time to love pro wrestling, because AEW is taking off. A few weeks till Full Gear, which is their next big pay-per-view. You had Impact Wrestling yesterday. Obviously, people thought Braun Strowman was going to show up. He did not. People thought Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt, I guess, cannot even negotiate contracts until this Friday. So, have to wait a little while for Bray. But he'll be back. All right. So, this is Pro Wrestling Crate. Also, keep a lookout for the first Elite Crate box that was out. You can tell it was done by Pro Wrestling Crate, but it was for AEW. So, again, you can pick these up if you would like at ProWrestlingCrate.com. They're like $34 to $40, depending on the shirt size that you get. And it looks like next month, masks and face paint part. Oh, no, this is what this one is. Masks and Face Paint, Part 4. And the other side gives the card. Next month crate will feature Kenny Omega, Luna Vachon, Tyler Breeze, Terry Funk, RJ City, Cassie Lee, Jesse McKay, Virgil, and Swoggle. So that's next month. But here we go. How about a sticker? And this, if you were in the 80s and loved WWE, even early 90s, you would remember these two. Axe and Smash Demolition. Very cool sticker. And honestly, the shirts really pay for the whole box when you think about it. Nice Gildan shirts. Pro Wrestling Crate, owned by Pro Wrestling Tees, the biggest t-shirt manufacturing pro wrestling there is. And how about that? Evil Uno, I think is his name, from the Dark Order. I like that. Very cool shirt. Tales from the Cryptic Closet 3. I don't know. We'll have to wait on that one. My gut is it's probably because of this t-shirt you're going to have to get. So we all know who that is. No, it is not Jared Leto's Joker. That is Danhausen. If you've never checked out Danhausen on YouTube, he is a wrestler, but he has become quite the personality. So let me see if these glasses go with this shirt. But yes, check out the Danhausen. All right, so let's see. All right, and these are like old school 3D glasses. And yes, it is for the shirt. So what it looks like is it's just his face goes to the back and all the like the splash and everything come forward. Very cool design. The Danhausen. Awesome. We have a makeup kit from Papa Shango. Very cool. I like that. The Wrestling Micro Brawler. Again, these things have become tremendously popular. It's the Hurricane Shane Helms. Very cool. We have Tales from the Cryptic Closet. So I'm going to gather that the 3D glasses might work on this too. And there it is. So there's the sort of like the t-shirt with the comic. Love that Danhausen. It's pretty cool. I wonder if he actually wrote this or something. Intrahausen, Danhausen. Midnight Snack, creator. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's a good idea. Good crate. Good crate. We also have what is his name? Gangrel. Early Edge and Christian days. The Brood. And then that leaves us with our last item, which is the autographed 8x10. And that autographed 8x10. Ooh, this actually will be a keeper. The autographed 8x10 is super cool because it is actually from Darby Allin. I like that. That's awesome. Also has Cage on there. I think that's his name. AEW on there as well. So that actually one of the best boxes in quite a while from my recollection. And there you can sort of see, read it with me as you can see, you have the Evil Uno t-shirt. The Creephausen 3D Danhausen t-shirt. That's awesome. Shane Helms Micro Brawler. 250 chase variants were put in there. The Tales from the Cryptic Closet 2 comic book featuring Danhausen. The Darby Allin autograph, the Gangrel lapel pin, the Papa Shango face paint, and the Demolition sticker. Very, very cool. And really, the stickers and the little brawler guy pay for the whole box. So, ooh, bad thunderstorms. Yes, I gotta ask Pop Couple. They was like they got flooding out in their area. See how that goes. All right. Next segment, I always like to talk and appreciate everyone that supports the channel, supports the giveaway, supports all the cool things that we love to do. Patreon channel members, I know we have to have a channel members only live very soon. We'll do a special one. But again, thank you. If you want to join Patreon, check it out. You get things every single month from me, from the $5 tier up, stickers, pops, all sorts of stuff. I will say that next month, this coming month, if you are a Patreon of the channel at the $5 plus tier, you will get one of these. The Luau Clark W. Griswold pin. Very cool. The little light bulbs and the Chicago Luau hat actually glow in the dark. So it's very cool. It actually also comes with a little sticker as well. So if you are a Patreon at those levels, you will get one of those next month. So enjoy that. And I thank all the patrons. There are a few new ones, but they will be put into the November 1st. You'll get to see them on the video. Pop in Missouri, and let's start a pop collection. So again, thank you so much, guys. And here's the video for all the patrons and channel members. I appreciate it. And enjoy the song. You guys seem to like this song. And again, thank you, channel members, Patreons, much appreciated. Thank you so much, Donkey Shane. And speaking of Donkey Shane, I love when Brian does that. Oh, namaste. I'm talking about I want this stuff. The guys came and joined me last, 2 weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago. And I got one of their mystery boxes. I'm going to show you said mystery box right now. Also, you want to check out their website. I want this stuff right here. There is their awesome logo. I love it. It kind of reminds me of the Big Boy type thing. I don't know. I dig it. I like it. And then you can sort of see some of the great items they have up here. Today, they released the 2-Pop Damage mystery box, 30 boxes. Kevin House and Ghost Rider Blacklight is some of the big hits there. I think there are still some the Great Kaboom mystery boxes. I got this one, and we're going to open it up right here. So here we go. Let's see if I can hop in this so you can take a look and see. This is the I Want This Stuff Christmas Comes Early fully loaded mystery box. Limited to only 25 boxes. There are a few left. Guarantee value of $180 plus. 5 boxes will have a guarantee value of $250 plus. Please read all the details before purchasing. Blah, 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 blah. So there it shows you everything. It can be, and here's a key. It could be all sorts of toys, collectibles from Funko, NECA, designer toys, Mattel, Super 7, reaction figures, McFarlane, Hasbro, Kenner, graded comics, and more. So there you go. So tons of stuff. Let's see what it is. It is a big box. Ugh. And it is a heavy box. So what will it be? Remember, you guys can pick up one of these mystery boxes. They have some available. Also pretty cool sodas. They love the sodas. All right. Now, if it's little stuff, I might not open everything. Tons of bubble, very well packed. Ooh. So right off the bat, I can tell you, there we got a sticker. I want this stuff. We have a Retro Toys Mini. Again, won't get into opening all the things, but a Retro Toys Mini. We got a Pez. How about a Batman Pez? I like it. This will be a keeper for me. The National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation Twinkling Lights card game. I might not open it. I think I'll just probably keep it. I enjoy things like that as kind of like little decorative things. We have that. Let's see. We have, I think this is a graded comic. I think. Let us see. I believe it is. Again, I know nothing about comics. It's not my bag. I blame my mother. She never got me into comics. Amazing Spider-Man number 295, CGC 6.5 white pages. So I don't know if that's good or not. Maybe we could always check out the tube and check that one out. We have a soda. Ooh. Again, you can automatically see from the packaging how well this stuff is packaged. And we have a sealed soda number 8, an 8,000 piece Clarabelle cow. I'll open the soda. So we do have this. Now this is cool. I actually have this already because I do collect figures. I might not show everything off on the channel, but I do have this. This is the Muppets, Bunsen and Beaker. Now this, for whatever reason, became PX Previews San Diego 2021, limited to only 3,000 pieces. But it shows you some of the figures and what they look like. I have pre-orders for the rest, and I already have like 3 of the other big sets as well. So I already have this. This is awesome. And it does come sealed. So that is awesome. I love it. If I didn't already have it, it would be a keeper for me. All right, so we have one of these. So right away, you guys are seeing some pretty cool stuff. All right, so it looks like we have some Funko Pops in here. All right, let's see. Put one over there. And I want the stuff there in the chat, guys. So here we go. First one. This is a cool one. Another one I do have, but how about a water buffalo hat, Fred Flintstone from the Funko shop? Very cool. And I love that they put the mouth on him. Although that's a key for good old Fred Flintstone. And again, packaging outstanding. So here is one for this is a good one. This actually might be one that I actually keep because it's a Bo-Katan. And it is the Chase. Started to hit stores. Bo-Katan normally comes with the mask, but this is the Chase without. Might be a keeper for me. Might be a keeper for me. And hold on. We have one more box. Yes, very, very cool box, guys. I highly recommend it if you like this kind of stuff, the figures. It doesn't just have to be Funko Pops. You're going to like it. Because it's, as you can see, a mashup of everything. And we have a little Robotech figure. Again, I know nothing about that. And we have one more Robotech figure. There you go. So 2 Robotech figures, a soda, which we will open, the Muppets. So value-wise, easily overvalue. I don't know exactly. I'd have to look up the comic and get into more details. But, I mean, the Bo-Katan's probably about a $30, $35 chase when all said and done. The comic I don't know about. Fred Flintstone, I think, is in the 50, 60 range. So, and I know the Muppets, I think, retails for like 40, something like that. All right, here we go. A little soda chase. All right, I'll let you see. Will we hit the chase of Clarabelle Cow? I don't know. No, it is just a common 1 out of 6,700 black and white Clarabelle Cow. But still very cool. I love it, guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. And just for shits and giggles, I'll look up the comic book. And comic books, again, for me, are tough because I don't know anything about them. But Amazing Spider-Man number 295 and a 6.5. We'll see if anything comes up on the comic book. Hard to find. Not exact matches. Again, who knows? Comic books are, I'm sure there's some price guide or something like that that helps you with comics. Not my bag. I gotta talk to Wink Ink. All right, or popping some pops. They know their comics. All right, we got giveaway time before we bring on our special guests of the evening. So here we go. Yeah, first I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm going to remove that, and then we're going to go here. Again, check out I Want This Stuff's website. Check it out there. Boom. All right, here we go. Weekly giveaway time. Get my handy dandy pen. The giveaways for this week, we have the head-to-head, the prize wheel, $30 PayPal credit, a spooky mystery box, a pop culture mystery box, or a just regular Funko Pop mystery box. That's what we have for you guys today. And get the comments. 51 comments. Are we ready? Number 1 winner this week is, congratulations. Now, this is a funny one because Nick always says he never wins. He never wins. Like a moth to a flame, I would not stay away and still got burned. Still got burned. LOL. Well, Nick, hey, you finally won. Congratulations, Nick. You know how to get a hold of me. Instagram, or you can shoot me a message, email. You have my email. I know you do. And I don't know if Nick's in the chat or not, but congratulations, Nick. Finally a winner. All right, are we ready? Let's pick winner number 2. And winner number 2 is, congratulations goes to Jeremy Knapp. Congrats to the winners. Have a great week and stay safe. So Jeremy, Nick, get a hold of me, and we always do it the same way we always do it, in pop drunk style. Again, Ed and Heather on vacation. They just started their cruise vacation, so follow them on Instagram, and you just don't know what kind of photos you may see this week. Just saying. But we always follow it in pop drunk styles. Nick, Jeremy, get a hold of me on Instagram at _Luau_23. Boom. And we're back. And we'll remove that. There we go. So a couple more minutes before we bring on our special guests. Again, one of the channels, if you guys have never checked them out or not checked them out, you've probably been living under a rock. If you don't know who Pop Couple is, the Blame Pop Couple. The weekly lives that they do, definitely check that out. Check out for videos and things like that. Check out when they do whatnots. They do some incredible mini whatnot auctions. They also, if you're in the California area, you may see them do pop-up. They're doing a lot of sales at Bands for Arms, and I think Fugitive had an event as well. And yeah, I mean, they're like the originators. When I first started to watch Funko YouTube, they were the channel I watched. I remember the yellow background. It was just always stuck out in my mind. And of course, my daughter loves to watch Lisa, especially when Lisa and James do Disney videos and the godforsaken Tiny Ghosts. I'm not a Tiny Ghost fan. I admit it. I'm not. I don't like them. They just don't do anything for me. But the little one had to have it. And she did that because of Lisa and James. I blame them. Anyway. DJ Cross, how to win. All you have to do is hop in the weekly giveaway video. It drops at 10:15 every week, and you have all week to do it. Nikki, yes, your mystery box. Actually, I'll have to shoot you a label. Well, maybe I won't shoot you the label because I don't know where it is. It's already in all the whatnot stuff, all ready to ship out to you. It shipped out tomorrow, so enjoy that one. I don't even remember everything that's in it. I know it's Funko Pops and it's all Disney stuff. I do know that. Campbell's, what can I say? You got to enjoy it. You'll never hear a blame Luau. I'm telling you, you're never going to hear blame Luau. Also, if you guys want to see a really cool video, one of the biggest mystery box drops video unboxings I've seen in quite a long time, please go over and check out Unboxing Treasures. So, Jay, if you didn't see, Toy USA released a $750 Grail mystery box this past week. I forget how many boxes, 30, I believe. He did the math on every single box, like literally every single box. He did the math on it because it had a lot of grails that he always wanted. Well, he ended up going a little insane with it, and I think he bought 8 of them. That's right, 8 $750 mystery boxes. You could go to his channel right now. The video released last night and watch it. Now, the cool thing about it, kind of depends, is Jay's mic cut out during the filming of it. So he dubbed over it, so it's like you're seeing the big hits. He goes over at the beginning. I like the way he did the video. I thought it was really good. It's a way of salvage if something goes haywire. And Jay talked me into doing it. I actually got one of those boxes as well. Normally, I don't sometimes always play with the big boxes like that unless they have a lot of stuff. But there were a few grails that I liked, and Jay's math made me think, you know what, I'm going to do it. So if you want to see 8 of those boxes opened up, check out Unboxing Treasures tonight before you go to bed. I'm not going to tell you what he got. He didn't get all the hits he wanted, but he did get a few, and unfortunately took a few off the list for me that I kind of wanted to get, but hey, we'll see when that box comes, and when I film it will be this week. When you guys see it, might be November, December, but we'll see. Anyway, I think we're ready for our special guests. Moderators, please link up their channel if you could. I appreciate it. And if you guys are not following them, please go give them a like. Hit the subscribe button. Check out them on Whatnot. I bring you James. I bring you Lisa. I bring you Pop Couple. Boom. What's going on, guys?
Hello.
Not much. How are you doing?
Wonderful, wonderful. So, how's the weather? I saw the video with some rain boots.
Yeah, it started raining yesterday and hasn't really stopped.
No.
So yeah, it's rained quite a bit. We need it, so I'm not going to complain in that regard. But let's just say yesterday was a busy day. I got up, looked out, and we've got a cat area that we have like enclosed. But one of the roof tile or one of the roof sections had fallen in. So yesterday, kind of before it started raining, I was rushing around trying to replace all of the roofing on it.
Yeah.
Was not fully successful, but I was able to throw up one of the old panels in a spot to make sure that it's covered. Yeah. Only to find out that with the wind, it's still blowing water up and over and still soaking the cat area. So yes.
You can't win them all.
No.
Other than that, how's everything going? Unfortunately, I know we lost Hagrid, so that was a very, very sad thing. But
yeah, other than that, nothing too exciting around here, to be honest.
Nothing too exciting.
Just
wait, so you guys had what? Was it a pop meet a week ago or 2 weweeks ago?
A couple weeks ago, yeah. The one in LA.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And hi everybody that's saying hi. We're not seeing you. Yeah. So thank you for everybody.
Yeah, it was good. The one down at Banner Arms, we went in 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. So it was that October. It is this month, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a month. did well. Disney moves very well down there, being that they're like 2 exits away from Disneyland. So lots of Disney fans down there, and we're Disney heavy with a lot of stuff. So, and yeah, we will be back there in December for another pop meet. So,
Okay.
yeah, you know. So,
How's I know I'm sure everyone's gonna ask, and you know this is a good one because I sometimes have this in my mind, and you see so much life changes happen, and people always say, "Are you guys still making videos? When are we gonna see a video?"
yes.
I've got one thing to finish editing, and life is a good way to kind of explain it. This last month, so we recorded it, I think, at the end of September.
Yeah.
But with everything going on, I just have not had a chance to finish editing it, which really stinks. But with work, I've been a lot busier since I do all the editing. You know, if I'm busier, that's less time for me to edit. And you know, brought up Hagrid, that kind of, you know, made it to where we didn't really want to do much for a few days and that. So, yeah, hoping early this next week to have at least one video out, but we've got another couple that we want to do
before Halloween.
Yeah, and
because they're more Halloween themed.
Yeah,
videos. So,
but thankfully they shouldn't be crazy on the editing side of things. It should be kind of a fun, kind of chill videos. So
yeah,
I always love Lisa's football picks too. Just you know.
Yes. So we ended up this week just doing them live during our Wednesday.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have time to record. So, you know.
Yeah, that one takes a lot of time because it's. I mean, the videos have been about 20 minutes. So, and anybody who does videos knows that that's at least a half hour of recording with editing out. Plus, because green screen, it takes a lot more time. But it's fun. I've enjoyed those just because of all the extra stuff.
And they're good picks. I mean, my goodness, you know, I mean, anyone can do better than Sean these days. I mean, who would have ever thought that Carolina would have laid an egg against the New York Giants unless Sean picked them?
I know. And this week fantasy, I just happened to have Darnold as my quarterback because Allen's my normal quarterback, but it's his bye week, and a whopping 3 points. Not a good week for me fantasy wise, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. You know, you could be one of our bottom dwellers like myself. You know, I'm not going to make maybe I'll make the playoffs, but I don't think I can win. you Grump, and who else is really there's like 3 of you guys that are just in another echelon.
Yeah, but my record's not as good as those as Grump, Brian, and but yeah. I'm scoring points though.
I warned him though that Darnold's not a cute one. So
there weren't a lot of options at quarterback though either because
it's Lisa Logic. Lisa Logic on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not many to choose from.
So.
Quick Draw saying you got a little savage on the player look.
Oh yes, that's normal.
There are some interesting ones. Just woo. The Indiana players, some of them I was like, wow.
I mean, I don't judge guys, but Lamar Jackson I think is one of the ugliest people in the league. I just don't like Lamar Jackson. I don't know what it is. But my goodness.
Yeah, I don't even know the guy's name.
Oh well, you're thinking of the center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Let's see. Let me see if I can show her just so you guys can get the her instant take of who. You've seen Lamar, Lamar Jackson?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know who that is. That's a quarterback, right?
He is. Very good.
Thank you. He plays very different quarterback stuff than everybody else, I feel like.
He does.
A little bit.
He
At
does.
least a game or two I've watched. I'll put it that way. So
Yes. Or how's and I know this is another topic people love to talk about lately, and I've heard it so many people, whatnot. How's whatnot for you guys lately?
So it depends on what it is. So and I think just in general though, too, we've been enjoying the minis.
yeah.
And more of the designer toy, the UNBOX minis, the designer toys. And so we've been just trying to kind of keep going on that because it's something we enjoy.
Yeah.
Not to say that we don't enjoy Funko Pops. We've been doing, or for relatively regularly, we were doing Pokemon for a while. We kind of slowed down on those.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I'll just say that. It's
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like the minis we've been doing for at least 6 months, I want to say, like on the regular. The hard part is I don't mean to sound bad, but like we get something, we start selling it, and then everyone suddenly has it to sell. And so it's like, really? And something else. But I mean, what are you going to do?
You guys are sort of trendsetters, you know? I mean, we could probably say that you guys with like mystery box battles may be one of the very first ever to do it. And then you've seen what has happened.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I like the hunt for finding the blind boxes to begin with. Like, I have a good time looking for them and finding them. I only buy ones that I like. So, or I'll specify, or if I know people are really interested in a certain thing, I'll look for that also. But I usually only look for stuff that I would find appealing if I was going in to buy stuff. And I think the mystery mini things are still going really well. Like the Mondays, our Wednesday last week, we did Pokemon, which we hadn't done in like 3 months probably.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a long time. And it went really well. Initially, there was no one in there. And so I was like, oh boy, this is going to be fun. But then it got better and it worked itself out. And we'll do it. I mean, we have a ton of cards just to move to begin with. So it's one of those, like, we might as well go and just try and sell what we can sell. But Pops, I feel like for us is challenging on Whatnot specifically. So like initially, like over a year ago when we first were on, it was great, you know, but that was the time, as we all remember, where one auction a night. And if you were on the app, that's where you were because there was one auction.
Yep.
And I think the hard part is the majority of auctions you go into, it's all brand new stuff. And so I think Whatnot brings in a lot of new collectors looking to get the new stuff. And a lot of the times I feel like at least what we're selling isn't the new stuff. And so the old stuff, which should, in my opinion, be more desirable and or is more valuable, doesn't sell for what it should sell for. So we just kind of stopped with Pops. Yeah. And they had the Grail Week beginning of September, I think it was. Something like that. They asked us to do a one. And so we're like, okay, we'll do it. And of course, in those, you know, you're getting the huge push and everyone's coming in trying to get the freebie and yada, yada. So we did fine on that one. But I wouldn't even bother doing a regular pop auction at this point, I feel like.
It's a struggle. It is a struggle to do it.
Yeah, because I looked at yours the other night and I saw you had everything at Buy It Nows, which I have done also, and all people just complain.
Oh yeah.
Like I was like, okay, I'm sorry, I want what it's worth. Like,
yeah,
I'm sorry,
what I tell people, I started at $5. It's like there's 30 people in here or 20 people in here, and there's no way I'm going to do it. I said, this is what I have in it, or this is what I want out of it. That's it. Make me an offer, I'll take it. And people get upset with it, but it's like I'm not going to veer off of it. That's what I'll do.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing is if you're on there as a seller, it's smart to either, if you're going to do an auction, that you start it where
you're
you're comfortable.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, like, do I want more? Sure, but okay with getting this for
whatever the item is.
Or just buy it now at what you want and let people make you an offer, and either they're going to give you an offer that you're going to be like, cool, I'm down with it, or they're not, and everybody needs to be comfortable with that. That's the thing, and I think people seem to kind of forget that, like say with eBay and Mercari and everything, like you do those offers too, right? But there's not a personal interaction that goes with it. Or with what can, at least during the auctions, of course, you get that personal interaction, but at the same point in time, that doesn't make it any more comfortable for the seller.
Right.
Like
That's true.
Yeah.
So Jeremy is saying that he will pay top dollar for cookies.
Yes, he does pay top dollar for cookies on Wednesday nights. We had a Pokemon auction this past Wednesday, but Jeremy wasn't there, so he missed out on cookies, I guess. But
Jeremy, you got to get the cookies.
Yeah.
And it is cookie season. I mean, we're getting into that holiday time where it's cookie season.
Yeah.
Except neither of us go to any offices, so there wouldn't be any. That was the whole reason we used to do it, is because he used to bring a different kind of cookie to work like every day in December. But now that we haven't been in an office in a year and a half, I mean, so
and
hopefully it will get better, but who knows?
I'm good with staying at home. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. We both have our own little workstations where we're all off and on all day long, and it works. So you get more work done on breaks.
You guys are still pretty with the lockdown, right?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how different it is from everywhere else. I mean, you have to wear masks everywhere you go, right? I mean, regardless of vaccinated, unvaccinated, whatever. In Sacramento, there's no like crazy rules besides that, and like of course the social distancing. I know Los Angeles just implemented every single like restaurant, bar, Funko Hollywood even. You have to show proof of vaccination just to get in. So that hasn't happened up here.
Thankfully.
But I mean, the other thing too, like, so we were supposed to go to a concert here, and we canceled our tickets because it's one of those where I'm like, it was an outdoor concert too. So I don't want to sit in an outdoor concert for 3 days with a mask on. Like, it just doesn't sound fun, you know? So I'm like, just get our money back and be done with it. So I did. So we're talking about I'm talking about going to Decon in November. And I had to get vaccinated. Otherwise I lost my job effective October 18th.
They had done that one here for us too. Yep.
Did they? Yeah. And so initially the emails were all like, December 31st. And then all of a sudden it became October 18th. And I'm like, okay. So like the Thursday before, I was like, Johnson & Johnson, there you go. One shot and done. Like, so yeah. I mean, I need a job. I can't lose my job over a stupid shot. So, and the big thing with us is we're home all the time. Like, we're not inviting people over. We're not going to outings and parties and things like that. Like we go to the grocery store, we go to the post office, and occasionally that's it. I mean, occasionally here and there, but nothing crazy. So I don't know.
We're a little, I guess we're a little bit better than that. I mean, we don't have to wear a mask like in the grocery store, in places, so it's not that bad here. And not having to show the vaccination card or anything like that. But yet I go into work and I got to wear a mask from the time I walk through the door to the time I leave. And there's like the candy police. Oh my God, put it over your nose. It's
yeah. Here it's any location you have to be wearing it, basically.
Yeah.
So
for a little while they were doing if you're vaccinated, you don't have to. But I think that general, everywhere's kind of decided that it's just easier if we just say
Everyone
just wear
has
a
to wear
mask.
it.
Yeah.
So
How about designer? I mean, you guys are the kings and queens of designer too. Any kind of designer? I mean, obviously, I have to ask about the cam bots. Where are we at with the little cam bots?
So it was what, a week, 2 weeks ago. Flutter sent out an update, and they're still working with the production, the factories, and of course they're working with factories in China.
yeah.
And so there's just issues with it. And I feel like, I know a lot of people are really kind of upset with how long it's taken, and I understand. At the same point in time, it's a Kickstarter, number one.
Yeah.
At number two, at no point in time they said that nobody's getting product.
Right.
They're just like, hey, so we've been working with everything. We got some of the protos back, and the paint wasn't quite right, so everybody had their input on the adjustments they wanted to see, and it sounds like that all has kind of been taken care of. But there's still the whole mass production process.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think we know how many they're making.
Yeah.
And
and then
how many they're making.
To get them here, obviously, I would gather they're not going to fly them, so they're probably going to put them by boat, and we know what that's like these days.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's even after the fact that they're even finished. They're not even finished. So,
but I mean, we're looking forward to them. Like we're still excited about them. I think they're going to be awesome. I mean, we love the cambots anyway, and so it's just one of those that it's you be patient for things that you want. The reality is, and I know that some people aren't into that, and I mean, we're not really into like the hot toys, right?
Yep.
But you can tell people about hot toys where it's you're pre-ordering a hot toy 2 years in advance.
Oh, yeah.
And so you just wait for it.
That's initial.
Right.
This is COVID's hit them pretty hard too. Right.
Yeah.
So it's one of those. Yeah, you may have already paid for something and you have to wait for it.
Yeah.
It's unfortunately just the way it is. It's where we're at right now, and
it's not like they have it, or if they want to sell it, it is what it is. People in China or wherever they're made, they don't even have them. So
right.
It is what it is.
We jumped in on the Rabots Kickstarter also.
Mm-hmm.
So the assumption from us is probably that's going to take a while to get. And then I don't know whether or not the Super Plastic Janky Series 1 blind boxes, I don't know if those are ready or not, or if it's going to be the same scenario. But we jumped in on those too. So they'll eventually all get here,
Oh, yeah, they'll come. They'll produce and everything like that. They'll get here, and the ships, and hopefully we get more truck drivers, and you just never know. It is ugly. I tell people, and I tell the kids, I said, you better figure out what you want for Christmas, because Black Friday, chances are you know where you're going to get it.
Yeah, for sure.
They can't figure anything out, so who knows?
They're like tiny ghosts, or at least Ilya is.
The one is all about it. She saw a couple. I guess she saw some customs, some Halloween stuff she really liked, but then she was like, "No, I'm not feeling that one." All right.
Yeah.
She's hoping for Christmas time or something like that, or maybe there'll be she loved the Halloween with the the dog and the cat thing. She loved that.
Oh
one.
yeah.
That's one of her favorites. The Chromes, believe it or not, right now is probably her favorite set. She's never taken it out. Yeah, she has the gloves that came with it, and she's like looking at it. She doesn't touch them. Doesn't ever take them out. Like displayed.
That's cute.
I will say, I think we did a good job with those, though, making it in a display box, basically, so that you don't have to. You can just set it up, and you can see them, and they're on display, as opposed to some of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Like metallurgy.
Right. That's.
She hopes that, she says that, hopefully maybe next year there's NYCC and Tiny goes where to go, and then she wants to go, and I'm like, my goodness. Then I end up taking 2 kids to NYCC. I'm like, I don't know if I can do that.
She's got to get some signatures on her ghosties.
Yeah, that's what she wants. She has 2 of them. She wants to get him to sign, and she wants to meet him. So
Got to meet Reese.
I told her, we'll see. I don't know. we'll see.
Does she order the pins, or does she just order at all, or no?
She looks at the pins. I think she has a sealed case of like the minis right now. She hasn't opened it. I don't know why.
Uh-huh.
It's sitting here. She bought a couple. She wanted me to buy like 8 separate ones, so she opened those, and they're in the room, and she's leaving the case sealed. I don't know why, but she is. And yeah, so she has a few of the pins, and she has like 3 or 4 of the coins, but it's the ghosts. That's the thing.
Because we ordered the last round of pins, those 6. What were they?
The
Polys. Like, they're freaking huge. I don't know if you've seen one. Let me grab it. But they're bigger than a mini.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're they're good sized. We were surprised. We're like, okay, that's a little bit bigger than we were expecting.
Yeah, I was thinking, it wouldn't be that big.
Well, all their other pins are tiny, right?
Oh yeah.
So here's the pin. Here's a mini. So it's bigger than a mini.
Oh wow,
Which is
that's a big
just
pin.
obscene. Like, it's huge. I was like, where am I going to put these? I don't know.
That'll take up some room on a pin board.
Well, and we have a pin board, which is full of like their teeny tiny pins. But this, God, I have 6 of those. Like, what am I going to do with those?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I'm just thankful she hasn't picked up chomps. She we had one chomp in the house. I showed it to her, and it didn't have much interest. So I was like, but then she wanted barista. She said, "I like the barista one."
They have a new coffee one coming out.
Yes, they do.
That's the same.
I
it's
saw.
different coloring, at least. So
It's cool. I like them. I think they're cool. But yeah, and of course she loves the Tokidokis, but I always pull her back on them. We're not doing Tokidoki. I'm not doing it. No Tokidokis.
I was like, how am I going to get my, because they always do a con exclusive, Tokidoki does. And so I was like, how am I going to get it? And so I started like messaging around, like, who's going to NYCC? So I did get one I haven't got it yet, but someone did buy me one because I was like, there's no way I'm going to get this otherwise.
It didn't look too crowded when, seeing, I think J Navo Toys, he went. I saw Pop King Paul went for a day. A couple of the other ones, Monthly Pops was there. So you get to see some of it didn't look too bad. I know Whatnot had like some wrestling ring, and it was wild for them.
Yeah.
But
the only thing is, I don't know if, like, the bigger cons, no matter which it's been that we've gone to, the Tokidoki line are obscene.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well,
they are popular.
I mean, yeah. Because I know every year that we've gone to a con, I wait like a couple hours just to get into Tokidoki at least. So.
Wow. And what do you guys think? I saw what Funko said. They're going to raise the price of Funko Pops by $1 coming soon.
We heard that actually from Nick a couple weeks ago. That, I guess, and retailers are significantly going up at least $1 or $2 as well.
Yeah, the exclusives are going to go up to
$14.50 or something at Hot Topic. So and probably Box Lunch, I assume, then too.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see what Walmart. Walmart was what Walmart still, I think, like $8.99 for some of theirs.
Well, but did you see the DIY Dwight Schrute at Walmart is now $14.99?
No, wow.
I saw it on Instagram today. Not a pop, obviously, I would ever buy, but I was like, I saw the price underneath it, and I was like, Walmart, $14.99, okay. Wow. And it's a DIY. Like, it didn't even have paint on it. Like, come on. So, I mean, I get it to a certain extent. Like, I read the whole thing where it was like, oh yeah, we haven't upped prices in a while, and they haven't. I don't remember Pops being less and then going up in the time we've collected.
I'm sure they have.
I mean,
didn't really think about it.
Yeah,
you know?
True. Hey, Dead Zone.
I mean, some of it's they haven't had much of a price adjustment over the last few years.
Yeah.
But again, you get into the whole, looking at the times, and right now,
everything's
it's costing
more
them more because they've got stuff sitting, on docks that they can't get to because of many reasons. And so they have, basically dead inventory sitting there until they can get it. And
Yeah.
all that
Yeah, like
costs money.
those pops. The only one I remember, I think, it was John Lennon, and then I remember Simpson's "Sexy Flanders" that we didn't see, but
Mhm.
yet you see had the NYCC like sticker on them. So
Yep. Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. I was surprised that because we already got our box lunch stitches, and I was surprised they even had them. Like, I was expecting to wait for those ones, but I guess they were in stock already or something. So
They must have been, yeah.
And quick draw, I do remember like because we bought pops at like mainly like Hot Topic back then,
Yeah.
like 2013, and I want to say they were still like $10-ish at least, even back then. But then I remember buying stuff off Amazon for like $8.
Yeah.
Like I remember because I went back, we went back to figure out how much we spent on some things, but like Lion-O, I got it for $8 on Amazon. You know what I mean? Like back in 2013. And so yeah, I mean, it might have been a little cheaper, but I don't feel like it was like too significant.
Just imagine I remember a while ago, you said a story. You could have got a couple of, what was it, Flocked Ralphie from A Christmas Story
for $8 on Amazon. And the funny part is the whole set was on Amazon. So the dad with the leg, Sheriff Ralphie, regular, all of it. And I was like, I'll get it on there. Oh, maybe next time. Oh, maybe next time. And then you just kind of forget. And then it was all of a sudden $100. I was like, God damn it. I could have got it for $8.
Now it's like obscene. I don't know what, I mean, it's probably $400, $500, $600 maybe now. Who knows?
Yeah, probably for the set, I would guess. We have all but the regular Ralphie with the bunny suit. But I was like, I like the flocked more than the non-flocked. So I'm fine with just having the flocked.
That's how I've been. It's like if it's flocked, then I'm good with that one. I don't need the regular one.
Yeah.
So they look the same.
Question for you: what are you keeping collection wise for pops?
So I loved the ad icons, and then the McNuggets killed me. I mean, absolutely just soured me so much on it that I just get ad icons that I know of that I enjoy. And I mean, I sort of did Halloween in the back. So I have a few that are horror. I completed the Goonies. So Coraline was one I just worked on. I don't know what it was. It's something just clicked in my head, and it's like, man, I want to do Coraline, which was quite the set to try to put together, especially now that it's it's vaulted and people are paying obscene money for it. It was a hard set to put together and find.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen the whole movie.
It's cool. I don't know what it just. I enjoyed watching it, and I just I was like, man, I like the pops, I like the characters, I like the movie, and so it's stuff like that. I go all over the place. Sometimes it's an autograph, other times it's like just a certain pop, like Ted. I was trying to get the flock Ted, and I know had one last night, and I just missed it. And I looked at Ozzy Osbourne today from SMI, had him on. I'm thinking, I really love the pop, but I don't know if I want to spend the money.
$500 basically. Yeah, no, I know. I would love to have the Ozzy pop too. And it's not, I don't know for any other reason. I just like the way it looked also.
I like his
into Ozzy.
Glasses. It's iconic. I love it.
Yeah. So.
And I think he wasn't outraged. I think PPG's like 350, and it was like he rated it like a 9 out of 10, and he was asking $399, so it wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was at like 450 for a while. I remember, so that's why I assumed it went up. But
and you look at whatnot, people want like here's a good condition one, they want like 550, 600 for it. It's like, oh, come on, guys.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's something. Certain ones I can see. I can understand it. If it's limited, numbered, something like that, I get it. I get it.
Like it doesn't sell very often because it doesn't really exist. You can't get a good gauge in the market for it. That makes sense.
Yeah. And then you get so many people. I'm sure you guys get people offering you collections or, hey, I have a mystery box for you. And it's like, I'd love to say yes, but selling pops is not easy these days, especially if you're talking like Grail stuff. that stuff I could buy it and it's gonna sit, and I know I'm not gonna like any of it.
Yeah. We get a lot of random Instagram messages, like the request things, and I don't usually look at them. I'll look, but I don't accept them. It's like, oh, hey, I'm selling all this stuff. And I'm like, what am I going to do with it? I don't want it. But yeah, we get that at least 1 to 2 a week, I would say. Like, or hey, do you know one that'll buy a collection? Or, would you buy, I'm like, I mean, you can go to any of the companies, they'll buy it if they want it. Like, you're not going to get your money, and that's the reality. Like, if you move bulk amount of things, expect to get 50%.
And that's good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, maybe if you have a grail, they might move that percentage up a little bit, but you're not going to get
unless you can sit on them and sell them individually yourself, which all more power to you, And that's kind of like with us, where we're just like, we don't have the room, but we have the room, if that makes sense, to just toss them all in boxes. And we have probably a good 1,000 in our garage, sealed up in boxes, to just eventually they'll sell, Oh, well, they'll sit there. We're not like pressed for selling them at any point. So
like you said, the bands for arms, you guys are good there, right?
Oh yeah. We can usually, I would say because it's like a 5-hour event roughly, we'd sell 100 to 150 pops, somewhere in that ballpark.
That's good.
I won't complain about, because there's no shipping. There's, you know what I mean? The fees are minimal, assuming they're paying with a card, and the product's already with them. You don't have to worry about, will it make it? Will it not make it? Is UPS going to damage it?
Right.
Because I know recently with Whatnot, we've had at least 3 boxes that went missing. Like, and because most of the stuff that goes through Whatnot is first class, USPS is like, sorry, oh well.
Yep.
I feel awful. I mean, I know the person gets their money back and we get paid, but at the same point, I'm like, I know you wanted that item.
Right.
Yep.
I don't know. It's just, I feel like, and we all know it's going to get worse come Christmas time, So
I think USPS has already said that they're increasing the time frames now, not just because of Christmas, just that's what it's going to be.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we have an amusement park near us called Hershey Park, and we went. It's the first time I went in years, and we're sitting there, and the kids are all excited, and I'm talking to the girl. I said, "You guys are open 11 to 7. You already hit your fall hours, and it's like August." She said, "No. That's our these are the hours year round." I'm like, "You guys used to open at 8 and stay open till like 10 or 11."
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
we don't have the people. We can only work a shift. It's all the employees we have.
Yeah.
And you just
it's crazy when you see that, even like at restaurants, they're like, we don't have anyone to work, so we're getting early. It's like, oh, okay. So
and people are paying more and offering signing bonuses, and it's still nothing.
Yep.
Yeah, that's one of the crazy things that I think we've seen over the last basically year and a half, is that as things started to open back up, that it was just kind of like, but people
nobody wants to go to work.
Yeah.
And
and I get it. If I was in the situation where I could make more money just staying home and be able to cover all my bills just by staying home, then for a while I would have, but I'm not in that situation. You know what I mean? And we don't qualify for any of the, what do they call, any of the stimulus packages.
Yeah.
We don't get any of it. So it's one of those, oh, well, just keep doing our jobs and get regular paychecks.
That's all it is. That's all it is. Yep. People ask, well, you work from home? I said, I can work from home. But I said, no, ever since the pandemic, it's been work as normal, except wearing a mask and, social distancing and all this stuff. That's what it's been from day one for us.
Mm-hmm.
And I waited for a while for the vaccine. I was like, I don't know. And then it was approved, and I thought, all right, I'm gonna just get it done. Who knows what work is they're gonna make you do it? So I did it, and oh man, the first shot beat me up bad. I was out for 4 or 5 days where I was like,
oh wow. Man. Yeah, because we got ours just a week ago.
No,
2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
Almost 2 weeks ago. And the same night we got it, like he started feeling it more than I was feeling it. But the chills, the achy, the like you're having a minor flu basically. Yep. But I think, and that was Thursday night. Like Saturday, I was fine, but Friday I still worked because I work from home, so it's not like I had to go anywhere. So
that was the same for me. I felt gross Friday, but I was like, well, I'm just sitting.
He sits here and works.
Doing some, on some Zoom meetings or making some phone calls or responding to emails. So.
Yeah, he just tilts his chair this direction for his work computer.
This is me doing YouTube, editing videos, whatever else. This is me at work.
Yep. Basically.
So, I mean, you guys are close. Are we going to stay on Fugitive for? Are we spending all day on Fugitive again this year?
So
I think it depends on what they're doing.
Yeah. We talked a little bit to Nelson about it when we were there
a
few weeks ago. And so, yeah, he said one of the things is he's like, I don't know how big I'm going to go with the box. He's like, I don't know that I can go bigger than say last year, right? With the big box. And it's not just pops to put in there, but it's also, a number of boxes he can make.
Right.
Because it was like
I think you only did 6 boxes.
6 boxes last year was the big box. So one of those, without telling people that, you have all these people like, oh well, I mean, I'll pay $1,500. I know that you're going to get an awesome box. I know I'm going to get my value for it. And there's 6 of them. And it's like, oh, that's why nobody got them. Yet we all were online all day long waiting for different things to drop.
But he acknowledged, but he's like, I know bots bought them all. Like, he's like, I know they did. Like, there's nothing I can do about it, Like, he's like, if you use, I don't even remember what he said, a program, as long as you type this in, they're gone. He's like, there's nothing I can do. So
yeah, and it's because he sells through Shopify.
Right.
He's like, so it's a no issue with this selling platform, this program.
He's like, that's it. There's nothing I can do. Sorry. But then I was like, I'm happy I didn't get one last year. Because if we had got the freaking sports box, I would have been pissed. I would have been like, what am I supposed to do with this? No one's going to buy a $1,500 basketball box.
I have never seen what was in it. I mean, I don't know if I've never seen a video of anyone.
Yeah, I told him that too. I was like, nobody saw a video of what was in it. But he told us some of the stuff. The big hit was the Dirk Nowitzki. Which is like 15, or it was at the time it was like $1,200 or $1,500.
I would,
yeah, it was exactly what you said. You would be still sitting on that pop because no one's gonna buy that.
No, a retired NBA guy for no, there's no way.
You'd have to have a really big Mavs fan / Dirk fan. Like Mark Cuban's the only person who's gonna buy that from you. And he's probably already got some if he wants them. So,
yeah,
I'm sure.
I 100%. If he drops the minis boxes, I will buy as many as I can because his minis boxes are amazing value. Like if you're into minis, you know what I mean.
I got the box last year and I still have it. I have not opened it. I opened it to see what was in it, but I have not opened the minis yet.
So minis in there retail. It's probably close to $250
easily.
What,
and there was
what he's putting in there. Oh yeah. And so it's one of those, like, if I can go, and Britt and I always have fun opening them together live. So, and we bought 2, but I would buy as many as I could if he drops them. The $300 box are always worth it if he does a $300 box.
Yep.
Some of them hit better than others. I think it just depends on which box you get. Because I know a lot of people, everyone gets the damn Griffey pop.
Right.
But the reality is that Ken Griffey pop is $280 right now.
Yeah.
So I know last year a couple people got all the same thing. We got a different box. Ours had a Mike Wazowski in it, so that threw it like way higher.
Yeah.
And then he usually does the doorbuster stuff. Like for us when we can drive down, he's usually gone on Black Friday in Idaho, so I go by myself, and then just buy one of everything that I can, depending on where I'm in line. So, because I'll guarantee I'll get like 10 different people. Lisa, can you go buy me this at the doorbuster? Lisa, and I'm like, I can only buy one of each people. So, I try my best when it's not something we want to keep. I will buy it for people, just sell it to them at cost. Like, that's fine. I don't mind. But if it's something we want, no.
Well, you guys have a little error. I mean, is there anything you guys are looking for?
To be honest,
obviously we have Masters of the Universe really handled well. Harry Potter.
So I need to still find all the new Harry Potter, the scenes, like the Star Wars ones. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The second one, you mean?
No. Well, there's those too. Oh. You know the ones that fit together for Star Wars?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what those are called, but they put a Harry Potter line out. All my pre-orders got canceled for them. And so I need to find those, and then I need to find.
Was it Target or was that I forget if it was Target or Walmart. Target. They
canceled the two, and then I still need to get the scenes, like the Seinfeld one for Harry Potter. So that's it for me. I think as of now is just a couple Harry Potter. I've been talking to him. I've been getting rid of a lot of my stuff just because I can't display it. I have no room for it. Like, and why am I going to keep it if someone else is going to enjoy it more? You know, so I've gotten rid of a lot of my Disney. I still have 1 through 5 on the wall, but I'm like this close to selling it all because the reality is I'm a goal. My goal was 1 through 5.
Yep.
And some of those characters I've never even seen The Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, do I really care if I have a $700 mayor on the wall? I own 2 mayors right now. Like, what am I? Why?
Yeah.
So it's just one of those, like, the more we go through boxes, the more I'm like, just sell it. Like, I have nowhere to put it other than in a box. Like, I sold all my Kurt Cobains except for one, not because I wanted to keep it because it didn't sell, but all the rest of them sold. And originally with those, I really liked them, but I was like, they've been sitting in a box for like 3 years. Like, what am I doing? So I don't know.
Yeah. And I'm kind of on the same. Like, I've been debating selling a large chunk of things as well. But I have been not really focusing on it, but just trying to look at getting Matrix pops.
Yeah.
So at the last pop meet, Wasatch Pop was there, and we ended up doing a trade he traded for Crush, and we got Trinity.
Yeah.
So that wasn't, one of the, like,
it was even.
It was close enough to even for us and whatever. I've been Morpheus, but so at this point I need to find Neo and Agent Smith.
Yeah.
And and one of those, again, like you brought up, is you looking around for them, and everybody wants, $50 above what the suggested value is, like Neo, and it's like, no, I don't need it that bad.
Or they list it as near mint, and you look at the pictures and there's rips and dents, and I'm like, that's not near mint. Like, I mean, we're staying in our collection. We're okay with some flaws. I don't really care that much. But when you're going to advertise it, don't advertise it as really good when it really isn't.
There was a lady on and I think it's a lady, someone on Whatnot, and it was like stripes, and it was ox, and I just haven't seen them in stores, so I thought, this person's selling it for like $8 on Whatnot, I'll buy it. It comes, she says it's mint. All right, I opened the thing up, she didn't pack it great, and there's a crease on the top. I'm like, all right, I can deal with it. And then I'm like, what is this stuff? She taped on the box every single corner down, top and bottom, with Scotch tape. And I was,
what?
Yeah.
Wow.
If it wasn't like $8, I would have complained and I would have been upset. But I just sat there and I was able to get most of it off. And the other side, I just want to display it. It's never going to be an expensive pop.
Yeah.
I just want it because I want it from the movie. I was like, I've never seen it like that before.
Yeah.
But the
quick draw.
People just think like when the new movie comes out, the old ones are just going to go boom. And they may a little. But I don't know. I'm curious. That new movie. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, it's one of those, either it does really well or it kind of just falls in line with
Hi.
Revolution, or not Revolution. The last one.
I think they just thought that, I think they thought what like Loki. They thought everything Loki was gonna blow up, and
Right.
some of them actually even went down.
Yeah.
And we collect Loki pops though too. Like we don't have the huge ones, but we have a lot of them. And I don't even know why, but I like them. Like it's just something about what they look like for me. So
yeah, they're cool.
I don't know. Yeah. And quick, I don't know which one's left.
I want to say it was the FYE, but I could be
It's
wrong.
not the Funko shop. It's one of the other 3 because there's 4 total. I don't remember. It's in a box in our garage somewhere. So sorry. We don't actually have like an inventory. I just, they're in boxes.
Yeah.
So
I got a storage unit last year, and then we've been doing it. I'll mark where they are. I mark the bin and a number, and then it goes in there, and hopefully one day I'll find it.
Yeah.
See, so we had the conversation about buying or rent it, whatever, a storage unit. And I was like, if I'm putting stuff in a storage unit, I don't want it. Do you know what I mean? And so the reality for me is I'm like, okay, anything that I would be like, oh, let's go store this for later, just get rid of it. Because the reality is with all of these things, you can just go buy it again.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like if I sold, I don't know, whatever this is, Freddie Funko is Teen Wolf, right? I can go buy another one. Like big deal. If I decide 5 years from now, I should have kept that. Just go buy another one. And that's where I think I am with a lot of this stuff, where I'm like, unless it's something I want out and displayed or quote unquote have to have, then I'll keep it. But if I don't have to have it, I can get rid of it and I can decide however many years from now, if I really want it, I'll just go get another one.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing that limited that I couldn't find it, So
Nope, they're all out. They're always there. They're always available. Yep. People always are going to sell it. Yeah, I think the taste just changed. I mean, I remember I was collecting Ghostbusters, and then it just something clicked, and it's just like, I'm done. I don't. Yeah. I'm done.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of my thing. And I've been talking to Lisa. I was like, I mean, I'm pretty much 100% on like Masters of the Universe.
Yep.
But I'm like, I don't care so much for the new retro toys version. Like I know it's still Masters of the Universe, but I was excited about the television ones, the retro toys. I don't know. Like I have them, but I may get them because I just don't have the same connection to them, I guess, that I do for the television, which I know to a point doesn't necessarily make sense. But it's one of those like, I've got Masters of the Universe television line complete.
Right.
Yeah. Speaking of Masters of the Universe, we got a Stinkor the other day, and it was a Chase soda. I don't know if you remember the old school toy.
Oh yeah.
Like that thing, I smelled that, and it was like, my God, it took me back to the late 80s, and that toy, it was like the same smell. It hit me. Wow.
Yeah, we got that. We have the soda and then the pop, because the pop is scented also. Yep. So
it just it is that smell. It just reminded me back to that playing with Masters of the Universe on the beach with the little Stinkor and the He-Man and the good stuff.
Yeah. And what's funny is it's not that the smell is like terrible, but like we can call like man soap, because it's almost like like an Irish Spring /
like Old Man Cologne, or Old Man Aftershave or something. I don't know.
It's like, what was that other one that came out from the Will Ferrell movie that was scented? I don't know if it was early this year or last year, but that one just had a real unique. It took me back to something I could never put.
The one from Anchorman.
Yes.
Oh, right? Yeah, the Brian Pantana.
Yes.
Panther.
It was just like this smell. I'm like, it reminds me of something, but I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah.
That one was a unique one.
Yeah.
But it's
We
like
didn't
me
buy
and Hot Toys. It's like I don't just. There's like 3 or 4 Hot Toys I display because I can't display them upstairs. The wife doesn't let me. And you know the boy wants 1 or 2, but it's like I can't put a $200-$300 figure in his room. Something bad will happen.
Yeah.
They
Yep.
fit in boxes.
Yep. Does
I
your
put 'em out
wife
and look
have
at 'em.
any of this, or she has no part in any of it?
Mm-mm. None.
Nothing.
Mm-mm.
Wow.
She gets angry of the pops that are in my son's room because he has like a wall of them. And then for Aaliyah, she has some of the tiny ghosts in her room, and then she has like a pop section. And it makes no sense to me because she'll come down and do a video with me, and she'll say, "I want that one." I say, "Oh, okay, all right." Or get me this one. And she has more Disney, like little princesses or Frozen or something like that. She has her own mentality of why it's important, but it has to be in certain spots. And the tiny ghosts are just her. I said, she has, like the sealed box. I said, you could open them up and display them. Maybe you get one of the rare ones. No, I know what they look like. I want it sealed. All
Into Sean.
I don't know. She has like a couple of the little ones she has by themselves, and she really liked them. And
Yeah.
she said, I wish he did more, like, did like 2 a year. He did a Christmas version, but I said, you probably have to wait till next year.
Yeah.
The only one she wants is that might be her Christmas gift this year is the one like the lawn. It's like flock, but it's a thing.
Yeah. Yard work.
Yes.
Pricey. That's a pricey guy. He's old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
And that one's interesting because I know a lot of people who want it, so they get it, they have it for a short period of time, and then they just sell it. Like I've known probably 3 or 4 different people who have hunted it down.
Yep.
They had it in their collection, and they're like, and went and sold it.
I think some people just love the hunt. They love to just to search it, to find it, and then they get it, they hold it, that's it. They're done. I feel good. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm no. I
Goal
don't need
accomplished.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, we know that one.
No, yeah. It's like for me, there's one left on my list, and it's like the old OG Bart Simpson. I need him for the OG Simpsons, and I think I'll complete the set, and I'm happy. But I don't need any of the new Simpsons. A Flanders here or something like that, maybe. But oh my God, it's so hard. I've been offered. People have gotten a hold of me. Hey, there's this one. There's that one. It's just not, there's certain things about it I know I won't like. It's that mark there. It's a crease there, and
yeah.
Then you find another one. You said, "Well, I have it. Okay, what are you looking for? $850." Nah.
No.
Yeah, a little bit above PPG. I'm willing to do that, but almost double.
No. Yeah. For sure.
It is what it
but
is.
It's near mint. It's
right?
near mint.
I know.
It's amazing.
It's near mint.
Should tell Curtis to keep an eyeball out for you for it. See if he can find it.
I've talked to Curtis about it. I've talked to Paul about it.
Mm-hmm.
If you run into one good condition, let me know. And they always say yeah. And they said it's just ones we see every now and then, but at times we don't. It's one of those ones that's just out there. And when people want more, big time bucks.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I haven't seen those in
It's been a while. Yeah.
I think there was one on there was one on $7. I think it was a week or 2 ago, but it was like 6.5. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And I had a crease or something like that, and some maybe sun fading. I was like, I know I wouldn't love it, and I'm sure they want like PPG for it.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. That reminds me, the item that I'll never find, but I want. Do you know what it is?
Oh yes.
The 4-pack.
Oh,
Disney Pixar 4-pack.
I've wanted that for years. And we tried it since you said $7 a pop. They had it up for $350 when it was $350. And we tried, and someone obviously beat us to it and got it before we could get it. And I think now it's up in the 700s.
$725, $750, I think.
Yeah. But that one,
Oh, that's a cool one.
It's a
Someone actually just
200
said
piece.
it was in a Toy USA mystery box. I think it had a crease or something to it, but there was some like a new YouTuber that got it and opened it in the box and had it.
gotcha. The other thing though too is they're supposed to have a sticker on them,
D23
with the giant Mickey ears and all
D23,
that. And quite a few that I've seen for sale don't have the stickers. And I'm like, no. It needs the sticker if I want to buy it.
especially with the price you
Yeah.
want. Like
It
Oh,
better
yeah.
have that Mickey ear sticker. So
That is
and
a cool one. I
Yeah.
like that one just to for Wally, and that is cool.
and Carl and Remy. Yep.
Yep. I hope they do. I'd love to see more Monsters Inc. Make another Randall, like an OG Randall, or maybe some more Up Pops. Those are two I would love to see.
Yeah.
know
Randall,
if
they
you-
never really did much. They
No.
only did the university one.
Yep.
And then the recent one with the hearts all over him or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Which I was
fun.
like, no, that's not needed.
No. Need an old
but-
school Randall Boggs. You need like a water noose.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
See, they could do something cool, like so they could even do with the chase. So you got the regular Randall, and then the chase is like he's like half invisible, like it's fading up or something like that. Like there you go. There's all chase right there.
But it'll be instead of right arm, it'll be left arm in the air. Like it'll be something stupid.
Right.
So
It'll be him like this is the chase, and him like this is the combat. Like
yeah.
Yeah, they sometimes they do really good with it, and other times it's like, oh, you guys are real lazy.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
And then you just never know what sells for them. It's like I heard, I think it was I Want This Stuff was on, and he gets like dealers ahead for like Funko, and he said you would think it would be like the Seinfeld would be like The Office, but there's no Seinfeld on the list coming. I'm like, really? I would have thought. He said no. He said new Office, but Seinfeld, nothing new.
I wonder if they just weren't that popular, like when they started, because they did the scenes first, right, for Seinfeld, or were there pops?
They came out first, and then came the pops, and then they blew up Kramer.
Those scenes went to clearance immediately. So
I think the difference though too is Seinfeld been off the air for how long, and The Office is relatively new in comparison. I know that it was on for several seasons now and it's off now, but I mean that's within the last few years versus I think
30?
Seinfeld's been off for
90. What was it? 90.
it was the 90s. So
Yeah, 90. Wow, maybe even 97 might be too late. It might have been 96 that Seinfeld was
something
done.
like that.
Yeah. So yeah, you've got something that's 30 years old. Well, ended 30 years ago.
Yeah,
20 something years ago versus something that ended 3 years ago, maybe
Yeah,
4.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. People are fickle. You just never know what'll.
Yep.
Oh yeah. But then again, they drop Goonies stuff, and people will go crazy for the Goonies pops. So.
Right.
Yeah, I think everyone is screaming. You got to make the two girls, and you got to make the Fratellis, but make it do something. You got to make at least Mama Fratelli.
You're right.
You have to. I don't. I mean,
and it's got to be maybe not a lights and sounds, but a sounds where you push it, and you get her saying, "Oh, has Mama been bad?"
God. Yeah, I mean, if you had the license to do her, you could do her character from Throw Mama from the Train.
There you go.
I mean, obviously, we'll never get Spaceballs, but
Right. But yeah, no, that's the thing that's been missing for me too. With the Goonies is like there's colleagues.
Yeah.
They're just as big of the movie as the rest of the characters.
Yeah, I mean, you could do Andy in her yellow sweater. I think that would work. And I mean, Mama Fratelli in the black dress. You could do the sons too if you needed to. You not necessarily have to, but
like a 2-pack.
Yeah, it'd be a 2.
Yeah.
you obviously have the license to do it, and I don't. Yeah,
Right.
I mean, at least we got a brand. It was something.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the chunk doing the truffle shuffle was cool. Two sloths, okay.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know why you didn't make another mouth, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's one of those things. I'm like, I didn't really need the new versions of them. I mean, I got them, of course. But I didn't need a new Mikey. I didn't need a new Data. I didn't need. I got them, but like I was more excited to have a new brand
Yep.
than the other ones, just because it's a new character.
Yep. Yeah, I mean the girls. I mean, even you know, I think you could give. You didn't maybe not have to make Steph, but you know they were all part of the Goonies.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do a 3-pack, or heck, you could even do a ride with Mama Fratelli and the Fratellis on the Pirates something.
Right.
Yeah.
In the
Still
AT,
I'm sure they sold well.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. So.
And they're out doing autographs. I mean, I was surprised that Cohen, who played Chunk, was out doing a couple autograph sessions, and you had the guy that played Data. He's been to a couple cons and doing stuff. So
Yeah.
that's cool.
Got to make their money, right?
I sat there and watched a video with the guy that played Yev Kassem. And he was saying, the lady was asking, well, how much did you make? I mean, you did 2 episodes. And he said, like 20,000 a year or something. And he said, ever since, I never knew what a Funko Pop was, but I think I've sold probably about 1,000 of this thing. It's in the past.
Yeah.
He said, people love it. And they just want me to write down the soup Nazi and no soup for you. And he said, I'm on Canva doing stuff now. He said, it was like, 2 episodes, and it's my biggest thing of my whole life and my whole career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yep.
But it was a big episode. I mean, and
it was memorable.
And it's right. That's what I mean by big. Is it a memorable episode that has something that hit everybody and became a very popular thing? Is no soup for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just
if only they would have put the soup Nazi on the box.
Right. Could you imagine what crap Funko would get in for putting Nazi on a box?
But it's one of those. But that's the character's name.
Yeah. I guess it wasn't Funko, but there was like a bag clip, and it is on there. The soup Nazi. So
hi, chill.
Oh my god.
Well, we are around that 11 o'clock time frame, so I'm going to let you guys take us out for the night, and maybe you guys and the dog.
Right?
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's just not. Keep your eyes out for stuff.
We should have a video on Sam coming soon.
Yes.
And then some Halloween fave pops and collectibles coming soon.
Yeah.
So.
And what not option tomorrow?
Yep. We have minis tomorrow and Pokemans on Wednesday. Eventually, I'll have him do a sports card one because we have a whole bunch just to get rid of. And yeah, we'll be. That's it for recent or coming out stuff.
Yeah.
So nothing too exciting. So.
And maybe we'll try and get another Lisa Logic out here.
Yeah.
If I can get her to do it.
It's not that. Anyway. So
you're doing better than Sean is these days.
Oh, I know. And then he tells me, but Lisa, it's not hard to pick the winner of a game. I'm like, really? You can't.
Oh yeah, I had him last night. I said, pick the one game you would put money on that you guarantee it's your lock of the week. Carolina. There's no way Carolina is going to lose. 2.5 point favorite in New York against the Giants. There's no way. And I'm like, oh God. And I'm thinking, there's no way I'm putting money on that. I'm just going to bet New York to win. I should have done it. I didn't do it. And I'm just watching. I'm like, unbelievable. 25-3.
Well, that and it's like New York, like none of New York's offense was on the field. Like everybody's like backups of backups of backups. Like how?
I don't know how it. I have no words for it. I don't know. He just shook his head, and then he sold. What did he do? He did cryptocurrency. He got rid of Shiba Inu, and as soon as he gets rid of it, it's like.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh no.
I messaged him the day. I said, "Hey, that Shiba Inu stuff is going up. You know, it might be time to think of selling." He said, "I sold it Friday, and I got in the other stuff. Now Shibu's up, and the other stuff's down."
Yeah, he sold it and bought Saitama.
Yeah.
And yeah.
He's like, "I can't do anything right. It never works for me." I said, "All right, well then I just need to tell me what you're gonna do so I can do the opposite."
The opposite, yeah.
Right.
Are you gonna try to buy the Freddy Funko NFTs on Friday?
I don't think so.
No? The pops are cool. That's the only reason I want
I like the pops. I don't know. Yeah, I might change my mind. I bought the first run of the turtle ones, and I thought they were okay. I didn't get any of the the redemption ones, so maybe.
Yeah, we did the Iron Maiden ones. That's the only one we've done so far, and we got the redeemable legendary one, and we got the full set to get the Freddy. We just didn't get like the Grail or whatever it was, which whatever, I don't care. I don't even really like Iron Maiden either, but it was just fun to do.
I mean, to be fair, the reason we did it is because you actually got in to buy packs.
Yes.
So, and we felt like we had enough of the cards from the packs to
finish
to sell the dupes and then buy the other ones that we didn't have. So to get the master. I think we'd like the Freddy Funko ones again, just mostly for the redeemables.
Yeah.
But that's going to be a mess of a queue.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It's gonna be wild. It'll be wild.
And the resale on it's all going to be stupid.
I bet. Yeah.
Oh.
Sure.
Yeah. That's something.
Well, thank you for having us on.
Yeah.
On that note, everyone, thanks for joining us. Be well, be safe, have a wonderful week, and don't forget Pop Couple Monday for the minis and whatnot, and don't forget about the live. So
Wednesday.
be well, guys.